All right, everybody, this is Dr. Jaron at Vibrant Family Chiropractic, and this is your 5 essentials equipping class. So, what I hope that you get from today and this presentation is an understanding of the 5 health essentials that we teach here in the office. And so, really, the big idea is that there is not just one single thing that you can do to have health. And most importantly, health is an infinite game, meaning that there is no finish line across, that you don't cross any finish line and now you've made it and you're healthy. It's something you continually work on throughout your life. And that should not be to surprise if you look at trying to achieve health. You don't just try for a little bit and then give up on it. You don't try for a little bit and say I feel better, I think I'm healthy, and then give up on it. You continue to do it. And so we're going to be walking through the 5 health essentials that we teach here in the office to our patients. And I want you to kind of help. I want you to look at your overall health from these different viewpoints, from these 5 essentials, and really gauge on how well you're doing in some of them. And if there's an area that you're struggling in, I want you to dedicate the next 30 days to really dive in and focus heavily on that essential. And so, understanding that every single day, we're really just trying to get 1% better on a specific habit, on a specific goal that we have. And when we talk about these health essentials, what I would love for you to do is to see how well you're doing in each category. And if you need help improving in any of these, this is why we're here. And this is what this video is going to help you with. So, what I want to talk on now is really the purpose of why we even do these classes. Why do we take the time to do in person seminars and workshops? Why do we do the virtual workshops like this one? Why are we even here and why do we exist? So, this office and Vibrant Family Chiropractic, we stand to be the standard for natural healthcare. And we want everyone to be empowered to live their full potential, right? We all have a reason we are here. We have a purpose why we are here on this earth. It's not just to exist and to survive, it is to thrive. And I want every single one of you to understand that you have a purpose here. And in order to serve that purpose and to understand what it is, you need to be healthy. You need to be living at your full potential. You need to be free of any interferences. And there is a huge, huge problem in our current healthcare system. And all it's focusing on is managing your symptoms, covering up your problems with medications and unnecessary surgeries. And, there's a time and place for medication, there's a time and place for surgeries, and it should be life or death, right? Not just, I have a headache, give me medication. I have this symptom, give me medication. There's a little bit of pain here, give me medication. That is where our current conventional model is, and it's failing us. And the numbers speak for itself. We're the most unhealthy country amongst all industrialized countries. We rank dead last. We take the most amount of prescription medications than any other industrialized country combined. We are also the third leading cause of death right now in America is medical error. It's caused by the right drug at the right time, the right surgery at the right time, dying under the knife, dying under a doctor's supervision. And this has to stop. Cancer, heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, dementia, all these things continue to rise. And yet we're spending more money on healthcare than we ever have before. Some of the insurance premiums that I hear some of you guys talking about are thousands of dollars per month. For what? For just the in case of emergency? Thinking that your insurance company is going to cover for this or that. They aren't going to cover for anything unless it falls under the same realm of conventional sick care, not healthcare. Healthcare is your responsibility and only yours. It's not your doctor's, it's not your insurance company, it's not even your mom and dad's. It is your responsibility. So, looking at these 5 health essentials, this is a very great way to start a holistic approach on your overall health and improve on these things so that you can live to your God given potential. The 5 health essentials, what are they? So, this is our unique approach, and this has chiropractic care at the core because your spine is your body's central information highway. The 4 other powerful essentials are a unique approach on mindset and simple and pure nutrition, exercise, and oxygen, and minimizing toxin exposure. On their on their own or in combination, we customize the right balance so that you can align your health naturally. And core chiropractic, the reason why this is the foundation is because the proper function of the nervous system through spinal correction is central to chiropractic care. The spine itself is housing and protecting the nervous system. The nervous system is controlling everything. When the spine is not in the right position, this is called a subluxation. It's an imbalance that you might not have even realized that you have until you came into the office and we saw on an x-ray the subluxation and the misalignment of your spine. And this will lead to degeneration in virtually every part of the body, depending on where on the spine it is occurring. Your spine is about more than just your back. Your spine is more than just the neck pain and the low back pain that you feel from time to time or that you've been suffering from for 10 years. If you have a spinal misalignment, a subluxation, it's putting pressure on your nervous system, affecting the way that your brain communicates to that area of the body and the organs that the nerves go to. If you damage the nerves in your spine, that and that can happen through car accidents, birth traumas, sitting on a computer all day. What happens is your spine gets shifted out of position, and that's called a subluxation. We spend all day long sitting on computers, and we hear what's called forward head posture, where your head shifts forward like this, and this shift literally crushes the nerves in your neck, and it will take decades off of your life. That's what has been proven, and I will go through it with you in a minute. So the next slide we're going to look at here is this is your a nerve chart. So this talks about the effects of spinal misalignment. The top two bones in your vertebrae are the ones that are surrounding and protecting your brainstem. So we look a lot at the first top two bones of your vertebrae. And then we also look at the curves in your spine. So from the side view of your spine, you should have three 45-degree curves. That's the optimal position of the spine. And you have to have these curves because in this position, your brain, your spinal cord that rests in between these vertebrae and the spinal column, if it is at perfect optimal position, you have perfect communication and perfect function and healing. What happens though is that these areas of your spine become misaligned and it affects the nerves that come out of these areas of the spine that go to the parts of the body and the organs of the body. And that will affect your overall function. So the top two vertebrae in the neck, atlas and axis, C1 and C2. These areas control things like blood supply to the head, pituitary gland, the sympathetic nervous system, the brain, the bones of the face, the ears, the eyes, the optic nerves, the tongue, and things that effects of these misalignments are things like headache, nervousness, insomnia, anemia, anxiety, depression, ADHD, tonsillitis, crossed eyes, deafness, and that's just the top two bones. Now you have the rest of the vertebrae, and just kind of going through here, like T6, for instance, controls the stomach, so you can have issues with digestion. And we also have the T7, pancreas and duodenum, small intestine, all the way down to L5, which is your lower legs and your ankles and your feet. And you have your digestive system controlled by the nerves coming out of the lower back. So if you don't want to wait until there is a disease throughout your body to know if there is a problem, or you want to get your health back if you have lost it, what system would you have to check and maintain for the rest of your life to maintain proper function and healing at all times? It's your nervous system. Yep. And how could you functionally know how healthy it is? By assessing what how healthy your spine is. Yep, that's it. So when you look at this nerve chart, it can really help you connect the dots of, okay, I've had neck pain. Oh, these nerves in the neck actually control this. That makes sense of why I also have headaches and sinus issues. And my eyes have been hurting, and my ears, I can't hear well. I have ringing in the ears. Oh, my low back hurts, and I also have digestive issues. Wow. See, it's not just about the bones and the pain, and it's not just your back. Your spine is protecting the most important system in the body, the nervous system. And so, this is our Max Living Home Care Kit, the most important tool for correcting your subluxations from home. So, you're doing these things when you come into the office, which is vital, but you have to be doing this stuff at home. This is like a dentist saying, hey, you want to prevent tooth decay and degeneration? Brush your teeth twice a day and floss. Well, as your chiropractor, I'm saying, hey, do you want to prevent decay and degeneration and health issues that go beyond just the pain that you're currently feeling? You may have something going on deeper and more rooted at the inner part of your spinal cord. Do these exercises at home. It will, one, correct your spine, two, prevent long-term damage, and three, help you thrive optimally through a healthy spine with adequate range of motion and proper alignment. This next slide right here shows you the sequence and what you do here when you're in the health center. So the first part, you're using the neck traction and the wobble cushions to mix and get the tissue warm, ready, and more prepared for the adjustment. Number two, we're fixing the problem by correcting the subluxation with the chiropractic adjustment that is specific to you based off of your x-rays. And number three, we're setting the adjustment, helping strengthen the spinal muscles that are controlling posture. And this is where we get a lot of the curvature and change improvement with spinal correction is with this weighting system. And this is unique to Max Living spinal correction approach. This is why we do this, because we get results. Every single one of you guys that have been here for quite some time have seen your spine come from where it was, which may have been a total wreck or a huge mess, maybe a lot of forward head posture, loss of curve, maybe even going in the wrong direction. And we've done a check-in x-ray with you, seen an incredible amount of progress. And then you may have even had end-of-plan x-rays where we took them before we went to a stabilization phase of care. And you've seen incredible results with your x-rays and the spine's position. Not to mention less headaches, neck pain, digestive issues, depression, anxiety, less medications, less pain overall. When your spine is improved, your spinal alignment is corrected into a normal position, you have these symptoms melting away, less need for medications, you are thriving, you are healthy, you are healing, and you're functioning at your very best. That is what it's all about. And if you have any questions about the home care exercises on our website, maxlivingfortmill.com or even maxliving.com, you can find these home care exercise videos. We can also send you the link to them. And early on in your care, when we laid out the prescription sheet of the exercises to do on a daily basis, multiple times a day, we have at the top the title for each exercise, and you can find those same titles right here on the website. Now, nutrition. This is something we're going to talk about, which is our second essential. Guess what? What you put in your body actually matters. Garbage in, garbage out. The things that you put in your body are so, so important. And we're going to be talking a lot about this. And this is a really simple way to just decide, hey, is the food I'm putting in my body healthy for me or is it not healthy for me? Remember the term or the sequence and play on words here, food by God versus food by man. Oftentimes, nutrition is just overcomplicated and it leads to confusion in regards to what is considered healthy. This reason is why nutrition recommendations have drastically changed from throughout the years. Recommendations have fallen all over the spectrum, from avoiding all fats in the 80s to a 70% fat keto diet now. And trends have rose from, I can't believe it's not butter, to now we're eating fat bombs and bulletproof coffees. So which is it? And the general rule to follow for healthy nutrition is to think about the source of your food, the quality, and where the food is coming from. Was it made in a factory or is it found in nature? That is a really simple rule of thumb to go by. So focus on foods made by God, like produce and whole nutrient dense, regenerative animal products, instead of factory made, processed, and ultra processed foods. Want to stay away from that stuff at all costs. Now, the food found here in your fetal, sorry, the food here in this list right here is going to be food by God versus food by man. So to the left here, food grown in fertile soil, organic, that's fermented vegetables like kimchi, vitamin and mineral nutrient dense, unrefined, naturals, and raw living foods instead of fake foods, overabundance of processed foods, foods overeaten or overindulged in, refined grains, fats unnaturally extracted, vegetable oils, corn oil, food grown in depleted soil. These are the things that you want to stay away from. And this is a really simple list just to kind of see on the left, food by God versus food by man, and see like how are you doing? Where are you falling into this category? Are you doing really well right now, or do you need to improve? I could say that we are always improving. Even someone like me, I'm always constantly looking at these things and improving and making sure that what I'm putting in my body is clean and minimal ingredients, very close as possible to as natural as possible, and as non ultra processed. So ultra processed meaning that you can't go to a tree and pick off French fries, right? You can't go to a tree and find fried chicken nuggets and fried wings, and just like pick them off the tree. No, but an apple you can, an avocado you can, grapes, blueberries, you can do that. You can go into the soil and grab sweet potatoes. You can get other vegetables out of the soil. You can find organic and regenerative farms that have healthy and humanely raised cattle and chickens and turkeys and those types of things for a healthier meat. You can fish sustainably for wild caught fish. Those are the things that you want to be focusing on. Excuse me. Really simple nutrition. Excuse me. Real simple nutrition ways to focus on these three things right here. So just changing your meats and your dairy, getting rid of your dirty dozen. We'll talk about that here in a minute, and adding supplements. This is huge. So when it comes to the first one, changing your meats and dairy, we'll hit on some of these. And getting rid of your and dirty dozen. We'll talk about the clean 15 and the dirty dozen, and then adding supplements. Just the fact of the matter is that the foods that we're eating today are nowhere near the amount of with the amount of vitamins and minerals that we have to have. And 150 years ago, or even 100 years ago, had much more vitamins, minerals in the foods that we ate that were grown in the soil than they are now. We've just over-tilled and over-farmed and depleted our soils, and our farming practices are not regenerative whatsoever. So it has caused a big problem in the nutritional components in our foods. So here's a really good rule of thumb. So change animal products first. Look for grass-fed beef. Grass-fed organic would be even better. This is a good start. Grass-fed beef, another good start is free-range chicken. Pasture-raised chicken is another good one. Wild-caught fish, not farm-raised fish, and natural source dairy. So the dairy I consume is raw milk, raw cheeses. Grass-fed would be the second option. Grass-fed A2 would be another form of milk and yogurts. Those are healthy ways to do it. So we want to make sure that we're eating good, high quality products, and we want to start with the animals first. So Hickory Nut Gap Farm is a really good one here at Harris Teeter. It's a regenerative, organic, grass-fed beef. There is pasture-raised, free-range, organic chicken that is a good option as well. Wild-caught salmon, wild-caught sardines. Those are really good options for you in terms of fish. Natural sources of dairy. We mentioned the raw dairy. A2 would be another one. Organic A2. Not the industrialized stuff. It's just full of crap that you do not want to be putting in your body. Here is the dirty dozen. So this will be the second point on the nutrition that we wanted to talk about. So EWG means Environmental Working Group, and they have created a list for every year. The Clean 15, or also the fruits and vegetables that are not sprayed with pesticides, residues, and herbicides. EWG's dirty dozen are fruits and vegetables that you want to buy organic. So this is a really good area that you can look at, like, do I need to buy this organic? Do I have to buy everything organic? What can I get away with not buying organic and buying organic? So this list really helps us a lot. Over on the right, I want to actually like focus on this. Strawberries, grapes, apples, nectarines, pears, peaches, blueberries, green beans, cherries, bell peppers, spinach, kale. Those are a must to buy organic. They will help. That will help you so much in terms of saving some money here. So you're going to buy all those organic. And then on the left side, you don't have to buy your avocados organic, pineapple, onion, papaya, cabbage, kiwi, honeydew, melon, asparagus, mangoes, watermelon, carrots, etc. Mushrooms too. You don't have to buy those organic. Still, make sure you're washing your fruits and vegetables just to make sure you're getting any residues off. I use a mixture of water, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and some baking soda, and then I rinse them again. And my rinses are with purified water. Check out this list, and that will help you save some money in the grocery store. So when we talk about supplementation, this is another vital part. So the vitamin priority number one is your multivitamin. We have this in men's, women's, and kids. If your child right now is not taking a multivitamin, I highly encourage you to give them a multivitamin. Think of it this way: your kid right now, from the moment they enter this world until they are a full grown adult, they are developing. And in the first 5 to 8 years of their life, they are developing so much. You want to make sure you're giving them all the nutrients they need for proper development so that you can give them the best chance to be the healthiest version of themselves. And it's not too late for you either. Making sure that you have everything in your system and in your body to function optimally, nutritionally, that means that you need to be focusing on supplementation as well. Look, this is from not only personal experience, but so many of the patients that I've helped throughout the years, seeing them, the difference between them on a supplementation and a whole food nutrition plan and versus not is literally night and day difference. They are vital. They have exuding energy. They are the symptoms are melting away. They are showing the best version of themselves. They're showing up as a parent, as a wife or a husband, as a friend, as a coworker. They are on it. And so that's why we focus on these multivitamins, making sure you're getting these in your system so you have all the nutrients that you need that you're not getting in your diet because the foods don't have it anymore. And even if you think you eat so good, guess what? You're probably not getting adequate minerals and vitamins, minerals in your nutrition. And these play such a critical role in the body's ability to function and do what it's supposed to do to keep things properly functioning, but to keep away disease and illness. And the next one I want to talk about here is vitamin D. So new research shows that vitamin D slashes risk of cancers by 77%. Cancer industry refuses to support cancer prevention. Wonder why? Because we know there's a problem with our conventional medical system. But vitamin D is a great way to prevent your risk of any of these issues. It supports immune system, brain and nervous system health, healthy skin, digestion, supports healthy bones. And this one also has probiotics to support healthy digestive tract and a powerful prebiotic that nourishes the gut bacteria to ensure that your probiotics actually work. Vitamin D is critical, critical. The next one's optimal omega. So these are essential for healthy immune response, cognitive health, cardiovascular health. And the GLA that's in this product is a potent anti-inflammatory. And so this also has antioxidants in it, like vitamin E. And these supplements, so fish oil supplements can also lower elevated triglyceride levels, reducing the risk of heart disease. This is a very, very important staple. I take these every single day, along with my multivitamin and my vitamin D. And a big thing about healthy fats, so like on omega-3s, we're going to talk about this for a moment, is the cholesterol. So cholesterol is a soft, waxy substance that's made by the liver. 80% of it, in fact, and it travels in the blood as two compounds, LDL and HDL. And cholesterol is needed to manufacture hormones, also bile and vitamin D. You cannot make estrogen, testosterone, cortisone, and a host of other vital hormones without cholesterol. Cholesterol is the body's repair substance. And whenever inflammation occurs in the body, especially in the arteries, the liver has to produce more cholesterol I said inflammation, I'm going to say whenever inflammation occurs in the body, especially in the arteries. So the liver has to produce more cholesterol to repair damage in the body as well as the arteries. And so you want to keep down your inflammation, which a great way to do that is healthy fats and eliminate sugar. Sugar will create inflammation in the body. So we can't blame cholesterol for the problem that sugar is actually causing. These high blood pressure and issues with with your arteries and heart disease even is most of it is caused by inflammation that's from way too much sugar intake and poor ultra processed foods. And so we definitely want to make sure that we are getting adequate fats in our diet. Another one is your protein. So here's some of the sources that we have of the protein. This is our grass-fed whey, our pure path protein. We also have perfect plant protein for people that want to do another source of protein. And then Max Greens. Max Greens is a product that we have here that has all the essential vitamins and minerals from whole fruits and vegetables, and it has an immune blend in there as well from some medicinal mushrooms. Really good stuff. I put the Max Greens and the Pure Path Bone Broth in a smoothie, and I drink that every single day. It keeps I get a huge boost of energy, and it is so good. So those things that we just went over, that's called our Focus Five. One thing I didn't mention was our detox system. I'll talk about here in a minute. So these are our Focus Five supplements. And we included the home care in it too, because if with this right here, this is like a complete system of eliminating toxins from the body with the detox system, making sure you're getting adequate protein from whole food sources that are from grass-fed, organic, regenerative farms, making sure you're getting your daily essentials. So the breakdown of the multivitamin, the magnesium, or the optimal omega, and the vitamin D, those are just three things that are in the daily essentials. So if you start with the daily essential, you're actually getting those, plus you're also getting magnesium, and you're getting a B complex. So you're getting everything that your body needs in the daily essentials, and it's in a little pack. Take once a day, and you will be set and good to go. Other additional things are things like the detox protein and the Max Greens. And of course, we added in the home care because if you did all this every single day, so if you did a gentle detox, you could do this daily. You can also do it quarterly, and adding in the protein, daily essentials, Max Greens, and doing your home care every single day, you're going to be right on top of it. And so these Focus Five provide the core foundation to help you reach your optimal health goals. So when you properly implement these into the care plans like we do, you get everything you need. And so if you mention this video, you're 15% off on any of these products. So just make sure you're coming in saying, "Hey, I watched the video; it was awesome on the five essential equipping class. Can I get 15% off of my supplement?" And you absolutely will. Next slide here. This is the Max Living Advanced Plan. So we've created this plan, and this one is specific for people with current disease and illness issues. So if you have heart disease, cancer, we highly recommend you follow the advanced plan. If you have diabetes, thyroid problems, highly recommend you do the advanced plan. Now, this is not something you do every single day for the rest of your life. It is a great thing to cycle through. So when you first started care here, you got a booklet that talked about the core and advanced plan. The core plan is something you do every single day. Now that one is a much easier one to transition to if you're used to eating fast food, ultra processed foods all the time, or poor quality. So the core plan you adhere to all the time. And the advanced plan is something you can do quarterly. I always recommend doing it for 1 month every quarter. And it is going to be no grains. It is a lot or many healthy fats, no damaged fats whatsoever. So no seed oils, canola oil, vegetable oil, eliminate that stuff out of your diet. Naturally raised animal proteins, and only sugar from fruits that are low in sugar, like berries, like strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. Granny Smith apples is another one. So this is a great way to also work on short-term management of weight. And one of the big things that we're doing here is we're eliminating grains and sugars, and you're swapping things like processed snacks to healthy whole food snacks. And if you want more information on the advanced plan, look into the booklet that we gave you early on. If you don't have those, let us know. We can get you one. But we also have and you got these as well when you started care here, you get the booklets, the one with the recipes. And it has all the recipes, core and advanced plan recipes. So you can even experiment with, hey, I'm going to try one of the advanced plan desserts. If you got a sweet tooth, I want to do one of the core plan um, meals for dinner tonight for the family. We have all those on the in those booklets. So make sure you dive back into those. Those weren't just cool things we're giving you because you started care here. We want you to dive into those because they make a difference in your overall health. So these are some of the indications for the advanced plan. If you're like, well, should I do the advanced plan? Should I cycle through it? Is it good for me? If you have any of these things going on, absolutely. And if you're really trying to avoid any of these things from happening, I honestly, I would recommend doing this at least quarterly for, do it for a month, 30 days, 4 times a year, and you will notice a dramatic difference in your health in a year's time. So if you have high cholesterol, blood pressure, insulin issues, toxicity issues, arthritis, if you're on a lot of medications, if you're struggling with obesity or weight issues, you have heart disease, chronic pain, fibromyalgia, or cancer, ADHD, this is what you should be focusing on, this advanced plan. It's not a diet, it's a plan. You are changing things for the course of a lifetime. It's simple when it comes to nutrition. It's simple, and I will say it's simple but not easy. And you have to put in the work. Here are some 3 basic changes. So we talked about sugar and carbohydrates. Eliminate grains, sugars, making sure that the fruit you're eating is berries, grapefruit, and Granny Smith because they're lower in sugar. Even healthy grains rapidly turn into sugar. So making sure you're lowering your carbohydrates. I would say any refined grains, just get rid of them. Do things like sourdough or sprouted grains, ancient grains is good. Protein, replace a conventional protein, so poor quality proteins, with sources with natural protein sources. So grass-fed meats, pasture-raised chicken, and then wild-caught fish. Fats, remove bad fats like vegetable oil, canola oil, seed oils, and replace them with good ones like coconut, olive oil. Ghee is a good thing, grass-fed ghee. Use those types of oils instead. This next essential we're going to talk about is mindset. So, what you think you can. So, I'm sorry, let me rephrase this Henry Ford quote: whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. And that is so big. So, research actually on mindset is defined as a mental frame or lens that selectively organizes and encodes information, thereby orienting an individual toward a unique way of understanding and experience and guiding one towards corresponding actions and responses. Having proper mindset and managing stress manages the lens through which you view life. So if you have a poor mindset, you're going to view life poorly. If you have a positive mindset, you're going to view life as a great thing. And this is so critical for so many people. A mindset towards success looks like taking action to and take so take action to and take control of how you see yourself and what you can accomplish. And your goals will be much easier to accomplish. So think of yourself as an individual who gets stuff done, a positive person, a grateful person, a loving person. Have the mindset of who you want to be and think of that person and become that person now. Because your brain doesn't know the difference. Brain doesn't know the difference between now, the current, present, and the future self that you're wanting to be and to strive for. To become that person now. Think of that person as you now, and you will see that you will actually reach your goals and reach where you're trying to go in life much quicker. Mindset, these are some great tools to improve your mindset. A war plan, so scheduling out your day. My wife and I, we sit down on Sunday and we look at the week ahead of us: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then the next Sunday. We have planned out on a Google Calendar our work hours because we know exactly when we're going to be at work. But when are we going to go to the gym? If you don't plan it and you don't like properly manage it, you're definitely not going to succeed at it. You can't just whimsically say like, oh yeah, I'm going to go work out this Tuesday. Well, Tuesday comes, you're busy, things happen, and you don't get to go work out. Write it down on a schedule, or plan it in, put it on a Google Calendar, make alerts come to your phone so that you can make sure that you get these things done. So I like to just put my work schedule in because I know I'm at work for a certain amount of hours. I put in when I'm going to work out. I put in when I'm going to have me time. So I always make sure that I have a moment where, and it's usually in my morning routine, a moment where I get to reflect on my life, where I want to go, what I'm grateful for. I do a little bit of reading on something more self-development at that time frame. I meditate for a moment, really just thinking about my life, like where I'm headed, things I get to do, and that I'm blessed to do. And having that family meeting is really good too. Like sitting down and just really talking about as a family, like what are your values? What are you really trying to accomplish in life? Having that positive outlook, lowering your stress, and always making sure you're prioritizing your sleep. That will definitely help you with an improved mindset. Our next essential is oxygen and exercise. So exercise is critical for life. However, research stated that only 1 in 3 adults meet the recommended amount of exercise per week. 1 in 3. So we live in a predominantly sedentary society, and exercise is often just put on the back burner. And one of the biggest hindrances many people find when they try to find time to exercise is they don't have any time. Well, guess what? I have a great solution to that. High intensity, short duration exercises, meaning that you move your body quickly and efficiently for a short duration, short time. So if you only got 5 minutes, guess what? You can still get a workout in. 5 minutes of workout every single day is way better than zero every single day. If you got 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, we all have time. That is not the excuse whatsoever. And if you want to argue that you don't have time, please come on and I will help you with an exercise that I did a few years ago that it helped me realize I have way more time on my hands than I think I do. Matter of fact, nowadays you can look on your smartphones and see how much time you're staring at your screen. And most of us are looking at our screens for hours at a time. Well, guess what? You have hours that you're staring at your screen where you could be exercising. Better yet, you can look at your screen while you exercise. Mount it on the wall, sit there and do a bunch of push-ups and plank holds and air squats, jumping jacks, burpees, body weight stuff. You don't even have to have a gym for high intensity, short duration exercises. So this is the best type of exercise. And moving on to our next one, minimizing toxins. So when we talk about toxicity in the body, these things are everywhere. Toxins can be found in a variety of places, such as food, water, environment, cosmetics, so things men and women may be using, cleaners and containers, virtually everything that we interact with on a daily basis. And this is leading to a consistent exposure of so many toxins. And the first step is just stop toxins at their source. So toxins that are everywhere in our food and cookware and all, we need to find non-toxic alternatives. I mentioned EWG earlier. This is a great step to also look at toxins and products that you use on a daily basis. Use that app to see, are the products in your home toxic and causing illness and disease in your body? You can actually scan on the app and it will rank it from A to F or 1 to 10 on how toxic it is for you. And what is great about that is that you can see, are these products good to be using or not? And you can find alternative swaps on that app as well. Things like BPA, these are heat resistant, almost unbreakable plastics called polycarbonate, and it's also used in epoxy resins. And the Center of Disease, or the CDC prevention, actually found that BPA was found in the urine of 93% of people that they tested. So plastics in our urine, come on, this is crazy. Phthalates, the FDA allows plastic containing phthalates in flexible food packaging. But you know what the government just banned was they restricted these phthalates for use in children's toys, but they're still found in our food plastics. So things like that are most of our foods are found like carried or stored in has phthalates in it. PFOAs is another one. And so these are things like Teflon and like non-stick and non-stain water repellent products. So that new car smell is actually toxic. The carpet that doesn't stain is toxic. The stuff that you spray on your shoes so that water just repels off of it, that's toxic too. So you want to make sure that you're staying away from those. Formaldehydes is another one. So these gases that come off of and formaldehydes, you want to make sure you're getting these things out of your home as much as you possibly can, and making sure that you are having adequate ways to swap from these things. And if you want more information on healthy swaps, we have a list of healthy swaps that we can provide for you as well, making sure that you are looking at the products you have currently in your home. A good way to start is the things that you use on a daily basis, and making sure that you switch to a healthier alternative for those. This is a really easy way to eliminate toxins from your body. It's a gentle detox system. And this 30-day system will help eliminate heavy metals, toxins in your body, like pesticides and glyphosate that is entered in through foods. all the chemicals like chlorine and fluoride that's in the water that you may be drinking, or any medications that you're taking, the toxic load that they have on the body. This will help regenerate and repair areas of the liver and the kidneys. This is a great tool. I use this. So I do this one actually quarterly. I'll do a big detox like this, where I also focus on eating a paleo. Sometimes I'll even do a fast, and we just make sure that I get everything out of my body and I am minimizing the toxic load. This is a really, really good product for that. If you've never tried the detox system, this is a great opportunity. Remember, we're giving 15% off if you mention this video. This is a really, really good detox system to try. And if you're sitting here and you're like, I don't know if I have any mineral or vitamin deficiencies, I don't know if my body's even functioning the very best. You may have been doing some spinal correction for over a year now, and you've gotten a lot of good results in your spine and it's positioned. But you're sitting here thinking, I haven't really dove into the nutrition part. Really need to work on that. But you don't know where to start. Well, instead of guessing, we can test. And with the Max Metabolics program, we actually do an in-depth organic acid test. So we test the urine in your body. We also test a blood spot for the fatty acids and the omega-6s, 3s, and 9s, triglycerides in your body, to make sure that you have adequate vitamins and minerals. And if you don't, this is a great test to do, because then we can fine tune your supplementation. So everyone should be doing a baseline of the daily essentials, the protein, making sure you're detoxing from time to time as well, making sure you're getting enough max greens, fruits and vegetables. But there are specific vitamins and minerals that you may be deficient in, and we can help you with that with our Max Metabolics program. If you're interested in that, please let us know and we'll get you all squared away with it. So these are two things that we would love for you to fill out and turn in. The life risk questionnaire, you should have gotten a link for that early on when you started care. Fill that out, because that will really help us and you understand how you're doing with the 5 health essentials. It will rank you based on the series of questions that you answer on how well you're doing in each category and each essential. And that way you can know, do I need to focus a little bit more on nutrition? Do I need to focus on my toxicity, or do I need to detox? Do I need to work on my spinal alignment? And this will give you a good score in a category. And then we can use this along with the food, the 7-day food diary, to sit down with a consultation and have a 5 essential consultation on where you currently are, where's the goals and what you're trying to do, and what's really interfering with with that goal and for you to get there. And we want to make sure that we help you obtain the best health possible. And this is a really good way to do it. So if you haven't already scheduled your 5 essential consultation, make sure you stop by the desk and get that scheduled. And we can make sure that you have these necessary documents to fill out as well pre the consultation. And if you're sitting here like, you know what, I really want to dive into this stuff a little bit more, I just don't know, how am I doing? This life risk questionnaire and the food diary will really be a good first step for you. And just schedule a consultation with me or one of the staff members so we can dive in and really help you get to that next level of your health. So this is going to wrap up for our 5 essential equipping class. This was a brief overview of our 5 health essentials. I really hope that this opened your eyes on what exactly you can be doing to help your holistic health journey here at Vibrant Family Chiropractic. And really, my big vision for everyone here is just to help empower you to live a healthy life naturally. You were designed perfectly, and there are things over the course of a lifetime that can interfere with your ability to function and heal at your very best. And we want to make sure we remove any of those interferences or remove any of those roadblocks so that you can live to your God-given potential. And, we succeed together. And when we're all living optimally and at a healthy life as a community, as a vibrant family here, and even here in the general area of the Fort Mill and Charlotte area, we're really working on trying to change healthcare. And now you're part of the team, you're part of the family. So you can help us help make changes in this community even more so and greatly, and also helping with the journey of changing healthcare and radically reforming what that looks like and how people view and manage their health, and not just using a drug and a potion and a pill for everything, and thinking that they're out of control and they can't focus on actually improving their health. No, actually they are in control and they just need guidance, this is where you can help. You can refer your friends and your family. If you are a parent and your kids have not been checked for subluxations, misalignments in your spine, then the time is now. This is a big thing for us. We want to see generational health improve. And so if you're sitting here and your husband is stubborn, he hasn't come in to get his spine checked, it's time to encourage him to do that. And invite him to the next event, the next in-person workshop, the next dinner with the doc, the next thing that we have going on. Invite them in. Bring your kids into their appointments to get used to what it looks like. And we have a kids center, kids area here for a reason. We're called Vibrant Family for a reason, not just so the mom can get healthy. It's for the mom and the dad and the kids to get healthy, so that the kids have a great opportunity to develop and become the best version of themselves when they're adults, and they don't have the same issues that you may be struggling with currently right now with your health. So it is crucial to get them in and get their spines checked. And so what I would urge you to do is join our team, join our mission, and help us change the way that people view and manage their health, and help everyone get just to the cause of their health issues, so that we can help this community thrive. I hope you guys enjoyed this 5 essential equipping class. If you have any questions about this, please reach out. And remember, you get 15% off when you mention this class on any of our supplements, and especially the Focus 5. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day, and God bless.